Okay, welcome everybody to this full velocity call. As most of y'all know, I think my name is James Warden. I think most of y'all know that I'm the CEO and owner of Full Velocity. Excited to be here today to answer a lot of y'all's questions about all the new updates. We've been getting so many of the same questions over and over that I think it's time that we just do a video. Now, I want to let you know, okay, I'm going to go through the Dart back office here in just a second, but I also want to let you know that we have multiple videos that are coming down the pipeline, okay? I think we have like 12 to 14 videos that actually one of our own members have helped us create, Dane. So once they get presented, you guys are going to be really excited. I mean, he sent me a few of them. They're absolutely awesome. You guys will like them because they're like 1 to 2 minute long videos so they're very short, very easy to follow. And you guys are going to love it. So I'm excited about that. So we'll have that up in our back office very soon to not only help you, but also help new people that are coming into the business to have a better understanding of how to get started and the simplicity of it. Before I get into this, okay, and I'm going to go through all this, but I just want to talk I'm talking just a couple minutes here about where we're at as a company and also where we're going. I think it's always important. I mean, I know that I constantly give updates in the rooms. I try to keep you guys informed as to what's going on, but at the same time, we all have a billion things going. Some of you may not even check the Telegram room, and oftentimes we have the same questions coming over and over. That's why I'm excited about these videos to come. So we'll just be able to redirect. I'm hoping today that this specific training is going to help you understand how powerful the real-time system is that we have, and also walk you through everything else that we have going on. So just really quickly, an update of where we're at as a company. As you guys know, we went live with the real-time system. I guess it's been about a week at this point in time. And with that, even though people are excited, there's also some confusion, right? That's why we're here today to kind of walk you through it. One objective of Full Velocity is to make sure that you have as much transparency as you possibly can. Okay. So we already know that this entire platform was designed to put you in control so you can have your very own unique experience inside of this platform using our technology. I mean, that was the goal, and that's exactly what we've been able to achieve. And I want you to think about we're not even 2 months old, right? I think we're what, 6.5, maybe close to 7 weeks old. And what we've been able to accomplish in that short amount of time, it just blows me away. I mean, our development team and the team that we've been able to work with at Dart, as far as the integration is concerned, has been absolutely amazing. And, it's set the bar so high in this industry that we are way ahead of anyone out there as far as competition is concerned. And that's not for me to bash on any company. You guys know I'm not going to do that. But I think if you look at every aspect of what we're doing with the transparency, with what you have control over, we are very, very hard to compete with. Not to mention that our bot has been really kicking some butt as well. Now, as I always say, we're never going to be competing with the companies out there that aren't actually trading, but just throwing some percent out there. We're never going to be able to do that. Okay. But what you are going to get here is control. You're going to get transparency, and you're still going to get some great, hopefully some great returns through our technology. That is the goal with what we do. So with that being said, you know where we're at. We've been waiting on the commission structure. I just literally got a message, and I might even get updated during this call. So if you see me kind of looking over here, I'm just waiting for the developers to tell me if it's live or not. Okay. We've been testing all night. We're waiting for just a couple of things to take place. So I fully expect that the real-time commissions will be going live as well. So what I want to do right now is I want to go to the back office. I want to show you what that means. Okay. Instead of me just saying, hey, the real-time commissions, the real-time profits, let's talk about this in detail. So give me 1 second. I'm going to share this screen with you here. I want y'all's interaction too. I'm going to open this up for Q&A at the end. So as we get going here, if you're sending me questions, I'm going to try to look, but the truth of it is, if we can wait until the end to ask questions, that always helps me. But one question I'm going to ask you is, can you see my Dart back office? Okay. If you can, just let me know. Just give me a number one or a yes or whatever. All right, cool. Thank y'all so much. All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. Okay. So we're going to start with just the simplicity here of this Dart back office, starting with this main wallet. And then we're going to get into the trade script and walk you all the way through that. The reason why I want to start here with the main wallet is because what I just talked about in regards to the commissions. I have a lot of people hit me up right now saying, James, I haven't received any commissions. I've been waiting on my commissions to hit. They haven't hit my Dart back office. And that's simply because you haven't taken the time to either read the messages or watch the videos. And again, I know you have a billion things going. Those rooms are filled up. So just keep in mind, I'm not complaining here whatsoever, but we've been very clear, right? Especially for the last several days, that we are working to get those commissions updated. So right now, if you were to look at just your commissions, the last commission run was on the 16th. This is actually the day that we normally pay commissions. Right? This is Wednesday, I think. Yeah, this is Wednesday. So this is the day that commissions are usually paid late tonight. But going forward, all your commissions, every single commission that hits is going to show right here in your main wallet of your Dart account. Okay. So you're going to see this USD balance. This is just a balance that's sitting there. This is not, it might be some commissions actually from previously, but this is a demo account. Okay. So what you're going to see is the actual increase of this. Every single time there's a profit in the trade script, you're going to see this commission go up. Now, that the amount of the commission is going to depend on, how many levels you actually get paid on. What is your rank? So if you're a full velocity rank, you're going to get paid on all 20 levels if you have 20 levels of depth already. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And one of the biggest things that I've talked about is that you have to understand what the undertaking that we're doing with making commissions real time. Every single time a profit is created, I want you to think about this. Okay. Let's just say we have 10 profits that are created in a day. Every single time one of those profits are created, it's going to hit this account, which is going to be amazing because you have the ability to withdraw this. You can move it back to your trade account and put it in your trade script if you want. You get to create your own unique experience. But from a system perspective, it is taking a tremendous amount of data and effort and bandwidth every single time a profit is paid. So every single time a profit is paid, you see a commission that hits here. We have our percentage that hits our TSP account, which is basically full velocities portion of that. In addition to that, think about this. There could be up to 20 different people getting paid every single time a profit is paid. Now you multiply that times, I think we have like around 5,000 people right now. Multiply that times 20, 100,000. You can see where that data really stacks up. So we had to make 100% sure, 100% sure that this thing is accurate before we make it live. I know it's taken a couple more days, but at the same time, I much rather wait out. You guys still have access to your profits. You can still see it happening. Also, the commissions have been updating in your full velocity back office as well. So you can actually see them growing in real time. But now going forward, as soon as I get the thumbs up, which I truly believe that's going to be any time now, hopefully even on this call, that would be pretty cool. You will start to see these things go live and update. So what you do with these, again, is completely up to you. If you want to transfer them to, the trade wallet, you can do that right here. If you would like to withdraw those, you can just go to withdrawal right here. You'll need to do your KYC. You can pick any form of withdrawal that you want from anywhere from US, a bank wire to BTC, any of these. Now, remember, if you're in the US, you can't withdraw with Zelle. We get that question all the time. Zelle has limits. Even if you're a business account, Zelle has limits. So they don't offer that as a withdrawal. Dart doesn't, but you can do a bank wire. In order to get a bank wire, you need to have at least $250 to wire out. So just keep that in mind if you're wanting to take your commissions. We've gotten that question a lot. So it's $250. I was even confused on that, to be honest. So I'm glad that that is clear now. So $250 and up, if you want to take a wire, you can. I'm going to tell y'all your best option for taking commissions is USDT, right? The fees are so much lower and so much quicker. So just know that if you want to take your commissions, look at USDT if you're wanting to keep it in crypto, because that is your best option and your cheapest option to do that. But there's some of you that don't want to do that. You want USD. Just keep in mind it's $250 minimum to wire. Plus, there's going to be a wire fee. We had that question the other day. There's not, at least I don't know, any financial institution in the world that doesn't charge for some type of movement, whether it be a wire, a bank transfer, something like that. It takes manual labor in order to do that. So there's fees involved, right? So just keep that in mind that there will be fees involved. Every single time you go to withdrawal, though, it's going to tell you exactly what your fee is. So that is a very cool thing. You know before it happens how much you're going to pay. But what I want to do right now also is I want to show you on this page, if you go down here to transaction history, I bet some of you didn't even know that was there. But if you go down here to transaction history, you can actually see, let's see here. Okay. You can actually see every single transaction that has happened by you. Okay. Both internal transactions and deposit transactions. So what you can see here is, look, what this is showing on March 16th, right? That was the last time we paid a commission. Remember, I told you that. That is a commission that was generated in here. So when your commissions come in, you're going to see by admin. That is what was paid in there. Okay. So just keep that in mind. As we get going here, this is where you'll be able to see your transactions as far as that's concerned. Your internal transactions, if you transfer from your main wallet to your trade wallet, you're going to be able to see those here. But what I want to do right now is I want to get back to the actual trade wallet, because this is where the majority of the questions are coming from. So everybody probably saw there, I clicked trade wallet. I'm going to go to, actually, before I even click trade script, I want to remind everybody of something. Okay. I've been getting this question a lot. Hey, James, my trade wallet is zero. Is my bot not working? What's going on? I have no money in my trade wallet. Well, there's a couple reasons why that might be the case. Number one, if you've already moved all your money from your trade wallet into your trade script, it's going to show zero, right? The profits do not show right here in this trade wallet. I'm going to show you here in a second where they actually show up, unless you are not compounding. So let me rephrase that. If you are not compounding, your returns or your profits will show up right here in this trade wallet. If you are compounding, you're not going to see, this is going to continue to say zero. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Give me a number one if that makes sense. If you are not compounding, okay, if you are not compounding at all, your money will show up here in this trade strip as profits happen. Okay. Real time, right? So you will see that number going up. If you are compounding, they will not show up here. I'm going to show you exactly how that works here in just a second. Let me check the chat. I want to make sure y'all got that, because that's an important note. Okay. Everyone seems to make sense to them. Okay. So we're going to go right here to trade script. I'm going to go on and click that. And then we're going to go to trade report. Okay. This little black button. So as this thing's loading here, this awkward moment of silence. All right. So here's what we're looking at. This is a 7-day view. I'm just going to let's go to a 6-hour view. Okay. I just like that one a little bit better. Okay. So I'm going to start at the top here, and then we're going to work our way down. Okay. First of all, starting with those who want to compound. Okay. Remember this version right here, or this question right here was asked so many times, like, James, can we please get a compound feature? Can we please get it? So we worked with Dart and we were able to create this compound feature. If you click right here on auto convert production, what's going to come up here is this auto compound setting. Okay. Now I know to some of you, this seems backwards, but this is the way it works. Okay. If you have it set to 0, basically it's going to convert 0% from your performance to your trade wallet. What that means is no money's going to go into your trade wallet. 100% of it's going to be auto compounded, right? Does that make sense? Give me a number one if that makes sense. That if you have it set at 0%, that means 0% is going to your trade wallet and you are compounding 100%. It's important for you to understand that, okay? Now, you have the ability to change this at any time that you want. If you only want to compound 50%, you can do that. Okay. So you just go right here. I mean, you can set it to anything you want. That's at 49%. If I go all the way to 100% here, okay, if I went to 100%, as you can see, convert 100% from your performance to your trade wallet. That means 100% of it is going into your trade wallet, which will show up where I just showed you and ask if everybody understood in that trade wallet. If you have it set at 0%, 0 will show up in your trade wallet. Okay. I want to make sure before I move on that is crystal clear. Does everybody understand that? If you don't understand that and you need me to repeat that, let me know. But just give me a Y or a thumbs up or crystal clear, whatever you want to put. And I want this, I know this is a little bit of a longer video, but I really hope that it helps people. So I'm getting that it's clear. Someone wants me to repeat it. Okay. So I will repeat it. Very simple. All right. This is the auto compounding feature. If you have your auto compounding at 0%, as you can see, it tells you right here, it's going to convert 0% to your trade wallet, which means you are compounding 100%. Okay. No money will go to your trade wallet. Your profits are automatically compounding over and over if it's set at 0%. if it's set at 100%, okay, if I move this over here to 100% and I was to hit save, what that means is 100% is now going to my trade wallet. I'm not compounding it all, okay? I don't think I can make it any more clear than that. So I hope that you guys get that before we move on here. All right. So let's move on down here and look at this graph for just a second. And then we're going to get to the real stuff because I know that's where the real questions are. This graph is pretty cool in the sense that you can kind of pick whatever time frame that you want to work from. It automatically defaults to 6 hours, but if you want to just check the last hour, if there were any profits that were taken or losses, it's going to show. So let's go for a 24-hour period because that will show some profits and losses. These green lines obviously mean profit. The red lines mean losses. Can you believe that there's actually losses happening? I'm just kind of kidding. This is real trading, right? As I say all the time. So you will see profits and losses here, and you will be able to have a complete understanding. So this graph is okay to look at. I mean, I think it's cool to look at. I'm going to show you where I look to see a little bit more detailed information, and I'm going to talk about some features that are coming as well. Okay. So as we scroll down here, what I want to start with is I want to start with this right here. I have had about 5 billion questions in relations to this deposit tab. And I'll be honest with you, when I first saw it as well, I was confused. It didn't completely make sense to me on how this thing worked. Okay. So here is exactly the way that this deposit works. Okay. When we moved from just the manual, not the manual system, but the daily system to the real time system. Okay, that's a better way to say that. What happened was, if you were to move any money, okay, into the bot, this top number is the total amount since the change. Okay, so since I think it was March 15th. So since March 15th, any money that you've put into your trade script, okay, into the bot, whatever you want to call it, that is the total amount. Okay. That is the total amount since March 15th. It's not going to show, if you have $15,000 in there, this number is not going to show 15,000 unless you did it after the March 15th date. Okay. So just keep that in mind. The second number here is the last transaction that happened. Okay. It's the last transaction that happened manually by you. So I literally manually moved money from my trade wallet. I'm going to show you here in just a second what I'm talking about. I moved it from my trade wallet to the script, and it shows right here. So let me just go on and walk you through this, okay? And I'm going to show you a couple things on this deposit, but first I want to show you what I'm talking about. When I hit deposit here, I have $4.58 in my trade wallet. Okay, you guys already saw that. If I hit right here and I go ahead and hit deposit, it's going to automatically move it. So what happened when I did that? Look, my deposits automatically went up. Remember, I told you that is the total amount that went up. It went up by $4.58. What was the last amount that I put in there manually? You guys saw me do it. $4.58, right? So this is the total amount that you put in since March 15th. This is the last manual amount that you put in. Everybody, give me a number 2 if that is crystal clear to you, that you understand 100% what I just said. Because listen, y'all, that was confusing to me as well. I want to be clear on that. That was confusing. Yeah, Caroline, I know you have money in there. I'm about to get to that, but that probably means that I don't know when you came in. If it says 0, that probably means that you have not moved any money manually or put any new money in there since the 15th or the 16th of March. If it says 0, that's the case. Okay. So I'm going to show you where your actual money shows up. Okay. But I got one more thing to show you all on this deposit thing, because this is actually kind of cool. If you go right here to the deposits, what you can see I just moved that money, right? The $4.58. Now you can see it's a little bit less than that. How come? Well, because there's a conversion fee, right? There's a conversion fee that shows very clearly. If you go right here to auto script deposits, y'all may not even known this was there. If you click that, what this is going to show all of my compounding, right? So all the compounding that has went back into it. So just on March 23rd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I've had 6 six things go back into this just on March 23rd. That means that there's been six profits taken. And when those profits were taken, it automatically put 100% of mine because I'm compounding at 100%. It compounded it back into it. Now, this is a demo account, but you guys get what I'm saying. Your account, if you go to this auto script, you can see the amount that is going into it. Okay. And it always tells exactly how much the script received. So it is very, very simple. Does that make sense? So right here, these are all your manual deposits into the script. And right here are your automated ones. Those are the ones that come from auto compounding. Give me a number three that makes sense to you. I'm just kind of curious too. Did any of y'all know that was there? Had any of y'all seen that? Because I didn't know it was there until I was shown. Oh, so William saw, or no, who saw that? Alan saw it. I saw someone actually put that in one of our groups, and I'd already seen it at that point. But very cool. Okay, so I think everybody's got that. Okay. All right, cool. So that is the deposit tab. Okay. That's it. This is where you see your automatic compounding. This is where you see your manual transfers in for the deposit. And remember, this right here is not going to show your total number in the bot. All this is showing is the total amount that you've added manually to the bot since March 15th or 16th. I don't know the exact date, and then the last amount that you all moved. I showed you it live. You should have complete understanding. If not, you can go back and watch this video. Okay. Now let's move over here to this area. Okay. Because this is, I'm getting a ton of questions on this area right here. And I want to start with the available balance versus the wallet balance. Now, I made a video about this, but at the same time, I know we got a bunch of new people in here, so I want to help y'all understand this. Okay. Your wallet balance. Okay. This is the amount of money that total that would be in your wallet. Okay. Meaning the amount of money that you started with, the amount that's compounded, your total amount that is actually in the trading right now. So you can see my account is $566.29 or something like that. Okay. Now, if you look above that, you see this available balance. Okay. The available balance is $511.74. It says right now, what this means, okay, what this means is if I was to liquidate, meaning I wanted to take my money, I wanted to withdraw it right now, I could get $511.74 of the $566 that's in my account. So the question comes like, well, James, hold on now, you said that we can get access to our money anytime we want. That's like you said there's no fees. Correct, right? Let me explain this to you, okay? Does everyone know what the term drawdown means? You remember how many times if you've been to any of my overview calls, I've talked about drawdowns. I've talked about how much an account has to drop in order to eventually be in profit. You see, right now we have 83 open trades. If you would have looked yesterday, I think there were like 126 open trades or something like that. So that means several of these closed. Also, if you would have looked yesterday, this number would have been like 87% instead of 90%. So it's actually moved up a little bit. That's because some of those trades have closed. Okay. Because see, what we're doing is this bot is trading on the futures market. And anytime you trade on the futures market, you oftentimes use leverage. Okay. Now, we don't use a tremendous amount of leverage. It's also called margin. We don't use big amounts, but there are amounts that are being borrowed to trade on. Okay. So, anytime you do that and you have open trades, there's a potential that those trades are up or down. So this number that you're looking at is basically saying, hey, if you don't let the bot finish what it's supposed to do, right? If you don't allow it to close out these trades, you manually close out these trades before they're supposed to close out these trades, this is the amount that you're going to get back. Now, I've seen this number at 98%. I've also seen it at 99%. 87% is the lowest I've seen it. Okay. That doesn't mean that it can't go lower. Remember, our average drawdown has been 19.4%. That is actually very, very low when it comes to trading in this market. But I want you to understand something. We don't control this. If you were to look at Binance, Binance would show you the same exact thing in a very confusing way that you wouldn't be able to understand. If you're going to trade in the futures market, you need to understand that you're putting your money in there in order to grow. Growth takes time. So That's not to say that you shouldn't be able to access your money anytime you want. You absolutely can. But you need to have the understanding that if you don't allow the bots to close out the trades, that you have the potential that you're going to get less money than what you originally put in. And that would be true on any type of trading situation that is out there. If you're liquidating trades and wanting to deactivate a bot before the time is ready, before these trades have closed, then absolutely you are probably going to get less money back. It's not about a fee that Full Velocity charges. We have no control over this. It's not a fee that Dart is going to charge you either. This is because you have open trades on a leveraged trading system that until they close, they can't get into profit. Okay. Before I go any further, I want to make sure, because some of that is technical. Please let me know that that makes sense to you by giving me a number one. Okay. I'm getting all ones. So awesome. Now I'm going to open this up for Q&A here in a little bit. Okay. So if we need to come back to it, we can, but I want you guys to get this. Okay. And I want to be clear on something, because I think that this industry has so much misrepresentation in it that you don't have a full understanding of how trading works, and that's okay. That's what's cool about this platform. You don't have to know what's going on. You can set it and forget it, but the key word there being set it, right? Not sit there and say, hey, if I was to take my money today, what's it going to be? No, if you're trading, right, if you're wanting your money to grow, this should be a long-term thought process of, you need your money to be able to compound. It takes time, right? So just know that if you were to go to liquidate your account, you can watch this number at any time. Let's say that you need your money within the next week. This would be a number that I'd pay attention to. And if you don't want to take a 10% hit, or like, I guess that would be 9.5% hit today, what that would mean is you want to wait until it closes out some trades, and maybe it's closer to like 97, 98%, right? So just know that is the way that it works on this. And I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, because I've already spent a lot of time on it. It's just I've gotten so many questions on that, and I want you guys to be clear that this is super important for you to understand. So if you go right here to withdraw, you can see the amount that I can withdraw is $511.74. It matches that right there. If I do go to withdraw, so if I go ahead and click withdraw, I could click the max amount. Now I'm not going to do that because I don't want to do this. But if I was to click that and I click withdraw and confirm, okay, what it's going to do is it's going to basically it's going to look for the trades that it can close. So let's just say that I wanted to take $100, which I'm not going to do it because I don't want this thing shutting my trades down. Well, let's just say that I was doing that. Okay. And I guess I could technically do it because it's a demo account. I don't want to do it. We'll just put it like that. Okay. But if I wanted to put $100 in there and I put withdrawal, it's going to take it just a little bit, right? Because it takes some time for those pending trades to be able to close. Once that happens, that amount's going to show up in your trade wallet. And if you want to withdraw it, all you have to do is move it to your main wallet. So if I just go to trade wallet here again, and let's just say that I took $100, okay? What would happen is $100 would show here, okay? And $100 would go down in my balance, my available balance. But if I went to transfer, I could just transfer it out, and I could go to the main wallet, and then you can withdraw it in whatever currency you want. Okay. Does that, before I move on, I know that's very basic. I want to make sure that that's clear. Can you just give me a why that you understand what I'm talking about? If you want to liquidate your funds, all you have to do is go to this withdrawal button right here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Go to this withdrawal button, click the withdrawal button, select the amount that you want, withdraw, confirm, give it a little bit of time. Okay. Give it a little, it's not going to be instant, but once they've cleared out some trades, it will move to your trade wallet. And then at that point, you can move it to your main wallet. This is your unique experience. And you, let's just say you wanted to remove some money just to sit in your trade wallet, that you wanted to pick a different time to go in. You could do that. You could just leave it there and then put it back in when you want. It is 100% up to you how you manage your own account. We have no way of doing that. Okay. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. Now, as we go down here, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on all this, but I want you to understand a few things. Okay. Right now we have 83 open trades on the system. You can see that the coins that we are trading are Atom, Dot, Polkadot, Near, and Matic. Okay. And I say this all the time on my calls. I'm guessing that most y'all, you probably know Dot, but the rest of them, if you haven't been in this industry or you're not someone that trades, you probably are not familiar with those coins, right? Each one of these coins, in fact, any coins that we trade whatsoever have to have at least 100 million in daily volume, not market cap, daily volume. We need that liquidity there so we can actually trade on a regular basis at very high volumes. Okay. So I want to make sure that you understand that. This right here shows you have 83 trades, and here are the coins. Can you give me a yes that you understand that before I move on? I know I keep asking you to verify, y'all, but I want you to get this right, so you can go to folks and you can have complete confidence when you're showing someone your back office and showing someone how this works. You can have the confidence to talk like me, like, hey, this is what this means, and this is what yours is going to look like. Okay, because obviously I'm not always going to be there. I want you to be able to have that confidence. So as we scroll down here, we can see this unrealized P&L. P&L, for those of y'all who don't know, means profit and loss. This unrealized amount, and I said this in the beginning, this will almost always, like, I'm going to say 99.999% of the time, will almost always be a negative number. The reason why is because there's 83 open trades on margin. It's all those things I just talked about. It's why your account, your available balance is down as well. So your unrealized profit and loss right now is negative 5%. So you might be saying, well, James, hold on. You're saying we're only down 5.2%, but I can only get 90% here. Why is there a discrepancy there? Well, it's really simple. Remember, we are trading on margin, right? So we've actually borrowed money to be able to get a better rate of return for you inside of our algorithms. Okay. That's why those numbers don't match up. And these numbers will constantly be changing. Okay. Even I bet let me try to refresh here and let's just see if it changes at all. I don't know if it's going to. Uh, let's give it a shot. Hopefully, I didn't mess it up or anything. But let's refresh it and see what happens. Okay, so it actually stayed the same, but these will be changing on a regular basis as the market moves. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is the realized. This is the realized profit and loss. And by the way, this is for the day. Where everything that I'm showing you is for the day. Okay, this is a daily number. So this is right now, right today. That's it. Today on the 23rd, our realized profit right now is 0.377%. So almost 0.38%. Okay, that is money that has been realized. Those are trades that have absolutely closed. Now, I want to remind y'all something. If you go up here and you start to look at this chart, you're going to see that the time probably, well, some of you, it might match up with your time zone, but it's not going to match up with mine. Okay. And a lot of you, it probably will not match up with what you have going on because it is a different time zone, right? I think this is European time zone. Okay. I don't think it's Asia. I think it's European, which I know there's different time zones there, but y'all know what you get what I'm saying, right? It's not a US and I'm in the US. Many of you are in Europe, so it might be perfect timing for you. But what I'm telling you is that the day ends at different times. Like if you're looking at midnight tonight and you're in the US and you're like, oh, this is what it did for the day, you got to remember the day ended like at 6 o'clock, like 6 p.m. my time, which I'm in central time zone. So if you're in Pacific, your day ended like at 4 p.m., right? So when you look at what the day has done, this is the day. The realized day today is 0.37% or almost 0.38. It's not over. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and click here and I want to hit view. And I want to show you all something, okay? Inside of the system, what this is showing is this will show actual profits that have happened. And if you go to filters here, okay, you see I have it on only balance update. An only balance update is going to show you well, hold on here. Let me try to go there again. An only balance update is going to show you only when there is a balance update. If you don't have that selected, what's going to happen is it's going to give you basically a 30-minute snapshot. So every 30 minutes, it's going to update whether there's a balance, a profit or a loss or not. If you choose what I just showed you right here on filters for only balance updates, this is only going to show you profits and losses as they happen. Okay. So you can see at 1:06 p.m., it's not 1:06 p.m. right now, is it? It's 11:39 my time, right? So as I said, there's several hours, like let's say 6 hours ahead of us. There was a profit that was taken, and you can see right here. Well, let me back up a little bit. This is the profit that was taken in USD. if you look down here, okay, this is the actual amount that is going into you, and the amount that went to full velocity. Okay, it breaks down that fee for you, so you know exactly what's going on, and then it shows you the full amount that's actually going to the script. Okay, what the script received. Now, in addition to that, you can see this number right here. So it's 0.337. Remember, I just told you that's our realized profit and loss. You can see that matches up, and then it shows you my script balance as well. Now, I want to share something with you though. Okay, this number. Someone asked me today, James, is there any way we can get numbers for the month of March? Everyone, it's kind of funny. Like, everyone wanted more transparency. They wanted more real time, just like I did, right? I mean, everybody wants that. At the same time, it was really nice having that little snapshot that you could look at every single day just to see what the day had done, right? I think we would all agree on that. That is coming back. Okay. I've already told Dark, in our integration team, we need that back. So for the people that don't want to go in here and get very technical, they need a simple page that they can look at. This is what it did today. Okay. And, if you need to take your money or anything like that, you can look at all this, but we need that snapshot back so people can see it. But until that's there, which it will be, hopefully it will be any time now, but until that is there, what you're going to be able to do is, if you look at the date here, so here's March 23rd. If you look at the very last date, the very last time on the day that you're looking at, that will give you the total. So let's just say that the day was ended today, we would end at 0.337. Now, if you scroll down here a little bit, man, look at those red things. They're taking losses. It's almost like this is real trading. I'm just kidding. If you go down here to the 22nd, okay, the very last one that was listed on the 22nd, you can see this one's the 23rd. Very last one listed on the 22nd, you can see we did 0.38%. That is what we finished at yesterday. Okay. Same thing if you go look at the 21st. Okay. If we look at the very last one on the 21st, you can see we did 0.18 on the 21st. Everybody get the concept of what I'm showing you? Give me a yes if that makes sense to you. I'm not going to go through every single date here. You can do that on your own, but tell me if that makes sense and that you understand that you will have the document in there very soon that gives you a snapshot, so you don't have to go all the way through that. I don't want to go all the way through that. I mean, I want to be able to see a snapshot as well. Okay, so just know that's the case. All right. Okay. So with that being said, I think we went over basically everything that I've been asked over and over. As I said, there's videos coming. We have like 12 to 15 different videos that are going to be coming as well, to help you guys understand it. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to open this up to Q&A. Now, listen, if you put a question in already, there's two places you can put them into. Okay. There's one on the Q&A. There's one on the chat. I'm going to read over it. Okay. But if you've already put it in there, I'm not going back. So put it in there again, because I'm not going back to look, because I've got too many chats going on. So I'm going to start with the very first one I see. Caroline, when you say you don't have large leverage, what's yours versus the industry norm? Please. And could there be at any time be a call on us to send money in which happens to others? I understand if the market crashes. Hold on. And could there be at any time be a call on us? Oh, okay. Okay. I think I understand. What Caroline's asking is, like, how much margin do we trade on? Number one. And what is our average versus the rest of the industry? And is there any time we could get a margin call? Is essentially what Caroline's asking. So, Caroline, here's the deal. We are a hedge strategy, as you probably know at this point in time. So we are always playing the ups and the downside of the market simultaneously. So every one of these four coins that you see right here that we are trading on, these are what we call pairs. Okay. And we are trading. That's why it says Atom USDT. That's called a pair. Okay. And anytime we do a trade, we have a long position, which we think the market's going up, and a down position as well. So naturally, a hedge position has a built-in protection to an extent, right? That doesn't mean that the bottom couldn't drop out or anything like that, but we trade at very low margin rates. Like, and let me give you an example. I know people that trade at 50 to 100 times what they can. That's what they are leveraging, 50 to 100 times. You're trading at that level, man, you are strapping it on. Like, if you're trading at 100 times, you have one little hiccup in the market, it can wipe you out, or you're going to get a margin call. Okay. we're not in risk of that happening to us. We don't trade on much margin. I would have to ask and just verify. I don't want to misstate, but I would say probably like that 20% would be the very height of what we do. I'll get some of more of that information on that and get it to you guys, because I don't know the exact amount as far as what our average is. And as far as an average industry average, it depends probably what industry you're talking about. I don't think most people are actually trading. I'm just being honest with you. So, like, it depends what industry you're talking about. If you're talking about the crypto industry, that's such a loaded question because it's across the board. Like I said, there's people that are very risky, and then there's those that are very conservative, like us. And I'll put it to you this way, okay? I think that if you look at our bot from just a pure crypto perspective, okay, not like an overall financial perspective. I think if you look at it overall and say, hey, in the scheme of stocks, bonds, cash, cryptocurrency, forex, all that stuff included, where do we fall? We're moderate. We're at moderate risk because we're cryptocurrency. Inside the cryptocurrency world, I would say we're very low risk, okay, for a trading platform. Now, I also will tell you that we are working, and I've already told everybody this. I mean, we're working on some bots in the background that will actually take more risk if people want to do that. Because there are many of you out there that want to do that, that would potentially give you higher return, because we all know the risk return model. The higher risk you take, the potential for better return, also the potential for better loss. So just keep that in mind. All right. So I hope that helps you out, Caroline. Let's see here. Alan, what's the downside protection of the bot? I mean, I think I just kind of explained that to an extent. Our average drawdown's been 19.4% since inception. So that you can see that we have built-in protection with the hedges that we have and low leverage to be able to protect us. There's not, if you're talking about stop losses, those are usually more triggered like on a martingale system than they would be a hedging system like ours. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Someone asked, is there a 1.5% deposit fee from DART for each deposit when auto compounding? Yes, because there's on auto compounding. Yeah, I think so, because you're getting paid in USDC, right? And then it converts back to USDT, which I understand, like, that's kind of a pain. I'm sorry for my dogs barking. You can hear it. This is obviously live. But yes, I do believe that there will be that fee on there that's charged, because anytime you're trading in the futures market, you have to be trading on I'm sorry, on in USDT. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Okay, I hope that helps. What is the most efficient currency to upload to Dart? One that will be the fewest fees between the uploading and the actual being, sent into the bot. So, Dr. DJ, in my opinion, or at least what I've heard, okay, it shouldn't be my opinion. I think it's more of a fact. I think Litecoin is probably the quickest and the most inexpensive. I don't mess in Litecoin. I've never owned a Litecoin that I know of. I can't remember if I did, but I think Litecoin would be considered it. Some of y'all who have deposited different funds, maybe you have a suggestion. I can mention to Dr. DJ here, but that's what I would suggest. Okay. All right. Let me go to that's it on the chat side. Let me look at the Q and A's. Okay. Give me just 1 second. As I said, I have a couple different platforms here. Okay, here's a question. Is there an option to liquidate in the future to withdraw all your money and all your profits? William, I think I already answered that. I think I showed all that. So you can do that at any time. It's already there. So I mean, if you want to liquidate today, you can liquidate today. All right. I think I answered. I think you got that. Give me in the chat. Let me know that if that's what you're asking me. Why doesn't my bot performance show in full velocity? Great question, Randy. And I should have hit on this already. So Randy's basically saying, hey, in your back office right now on full velocity, you can't, none of the graphs are working. It's not updating. That is coming. Okay. The number one goal was to get the real-time system up to let it run. The number two goal was to get the commissions where they are automated and live. The number three goal would be to make sure it shows in your full velocity back office as well through the API. But it all has to be running in order together in order for that to happen. So just know that that is coming, Randy. I don't have an exact time, so I don't want to misspeak, but at the same time, it is like it's a high priority. As soon as this commission gets done, that's going to be the next phase. All right. When I say this commission, I'm talking about the automated commission showing in your Dart account. All right. All right, let's see here. Is there a Discord or Telegram support or community? So yes, give me just, I'm going to stop sharing this just for a second, okay, because it's messing with me here. So I'm going to go on and put this to everyone. Give me just a second here. I'm going to put the official Telegram room that we have here. Okay, give me just a second. I should know it off the top of my head. I can't believe I don't, but but I don't. So okay, so this room right here. This is a channel that I'm sending to everybody. If you haven't joined it, I don't know why, unless you just didn't know about it. Okay, you need to join that. That is where every like this recording. That's where that's going to show. That's where it is. Now we also have another one that is a basically more of a chat. Okay, so it's more of a discussion than it is anything else. I'm going to put the link here. I want to be very clear though. If you come into this group, okay, which I'm about to send you the link to be able to come into it. Okay. But if you come into this group and anyone puts any type, if there's any type of cross recruiting at all, any type of cross recruiting, you absolutely will be removed and never invited back. Okay. And what I mean by that is if you hit someone on the side and just say hello outside of this group that you don't know, you're probably going to get banned. Okay. So I'm going to put the link in here. It's an invite link, but I'm telling you right now, if there's any, I'm talking any cross recruiting, you hit anyone on the side that you don't know just to say hello, automatically we're going to know that you're cross recruiting to something else. Okay. So just keep that in mind, but I'm going to throw it in here for you. Okay. There you go. That is the invite link. You can go to that. That's more of the conversation. Will the new videos in that back office explain all these updates, or do they have to watch this video? No, no, no. The new updates will explain a lot of this as well. New people coming in. Now, there are going to be some details on those new videos that may not include like some of this information I just talked about. This will be a great reference for people to go back and watch. Obviously, this is a long video, so I know not everybody has the time to do that, but we will continue to improve those videos and add as much as we possibly can. But as far as people getting set up, understanding the process of depositing, withdrawing, all that stuff, even the KYC, showing them how to do all that stuff. We got some awesome videos coming. And again, I got to thank Dane Rose for doing that. I mean, he's been amazing at helping us do that. Okay. Once you have an active script, can you add any amount to your bot? Yes. I actually showed that, William. I'm not sure if you saw that, but if you go, let me share the screen one more time. I'm going to show you how to do that really quick. Okay, so if you go right here, hold on one second. I'm going to go to my main wallet. I'm going to show you. I'm going to transfer. I'm going to do this live here really quick. I've got so many screens open. That's why you see me clicking everywhere. I'm going to transfer out and I'm just going to do $10. Okay. Just for the sake of this video. So there should be $10 in my trade account now. You see my balance went down. It's now 179. If I go to trade account, you can see I have $10 in there. All right. All I have to do is go to trade scripts, go to trading report. And if I scroll down here, I'm going to go to deposit. You can see that money is sitting right there. Remember, if I hit max deposit, boom, it's done. It's now in the trade script. See, my amount went up. The last amount that I deposited, we went through all that. Okay. So hopefully that helps you, William. All right, let's see here. In your example, is the entire wallet balance being traded, the 566.2978, or is only the difference between the wallet balance and the available balance? Oh, no, no, no. So I can't tell you specifically what full amount is actually being traded of the 576, but I can get that answer for you, Steve. I don't know. I can't, I want to answer that, but I can't tell you like 100% of your money's working at all times, or if there's just a portion of it. Because remember, my guess is that they're not trying to put 100% of it in there. Let me get the answer. I don't even want to answer that. Let me get the answer for you. I don't know the answer to that. I should, but I don't. Let's see here. Is there a limit to how much you have that you can have in one trade script? Well, no. So Michelle, really, I believe that the max amount is probably like the amount that you can fund each time is 500,000, but you can do that multiple times. So there's not necessarily a cap on that. Now there's a cap on the bot itself, right? We won't let this go much over 100, maybe 150 million. We will definitely evaluate at 100 million and then look again at 150, but I mean, you can put up to $500,000 for each deposit that you want, and it's not going to create new trade scripts. Remember, everyone just has one trade script now. Why doesn't my bot performance show? I already answered that. Let's see here. Why is my Dart trade account, trade wallet showing zero in deposits? I already answered all those. Oh, you said I got it. Cool. All right. Okay. If you liquidate today, you will not get all your profits since they're in open trades, right? That's correct. Yes, you'll only get whatever your available balance is. The funds that are available in the trade wallet already have your fees taken out. Correct. That is correct. Yes. Every single time there's a profit taken, that fee is taken out immediately. Okay, and that's how we will pay commissions automatically as well. Steve, I did see your question, and I will get that answer for you. I just don't know 100% how to answer that. All right. Any other questions? I mean, we've been on here almost an hour. I don't want to go too much over this because for people that are having to watch the replay, no one wants to listen to me talk for an hour. I can promise you that. Any final questions? Let me see if there's anything else. Okay. If one wanted to be totally out of trades for a few days, what is the correct process? Really simple. Okay. All you would do, Gregory, is you would go right here to withdrawal. You would do the max amount. You would confirm it, which I'm not going to do, by the way. You would confirm it, right? So I'm going to cancel that. You would confirm it, and that money would show in your trade wallet, and then you can move it back. All right. Oh, okay. So Randy, yeah, I did go over this, but I'll show you all one more time. Hold on. Randy's asking a question about the compounding feature. We did go over this in some detail, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'll go ahead over and go because it takes 2 seconds. Okay. On auto compound settings, if you want 100% of your money to go back into the trade script, okay, you want it set at 0% because it says right here, convert 0% of your performance to the trade wallet. You don't want it going in the trade wallet. You want it going in the trade script, right? So I'm at 0%. If I want to take all my profits, withdraw them, do whatever I want, I need to have this thing set at 100% because then it says convert 100% from your performance to your trade wallet. Okay. All right. Let me see here. There's one more Q&A question. Can we in the future meet the executives of Dart to get to know them, get a peace of mind about putting our money in there? William, I don't know the answer to that. I mean, that is a DeFi platform. I haven't even met all the owners of Dart because I don't know them all, and I think some of them are private. As far as the executives, though, or can we get an executive to come out? Something we can definitely check on and see what the possibility of doing something like that is. I mean, I can always ask. But you got to remember, I mean, in these projects, the entire point of a DeFi project is for it to be decentralized, right? And to not to have that anonymous. I'm sorry, to be anonymous to an extent. But obviously, there's people out in front of it that are out there. You can find that on the docs page. So let me see. It's a possibility that it could absolutely happen, but I don't know that for sure. So I can't answer that. Gregory's asking, but what about the other percentage still in? What if I'm attempting to, hold on, if there's still 7% in it or whatever, what is the process to let the trade stop at a good time to be 100% out? Gregory, I can't answer that because it's impossible to answer. You're talking about not letting the bot do its job. The bots, you want the bot to be able to close its trades. So let's just say you took 90% of your money out, you left 10% of it in. It's impossible for me to tell you that that number is going to get back to 100% on what's available. It's impossible to say because it's based on market movement, it's based on margin, it's based on all different types of moving targets. Like I said, I've seen it at 98%, 97%. I saw it at 87% yesterday. So that's a number you're going to have to watch. The funds sitting in deposits below the auto convert feature, where are they generated from? You must have come late. So if you guys are jumping in here late, I'm going to ask you to go back and watch this because we've been on here an hour. So I'm not going to go all the way over through this deposits tab again, but I'll tell you this, okay? This top number is the total amount of manual deposits that you have put into the bot since March 15th or 16th. I don't know the exact date, one of those two dates. The total amount that you've manually put in there, okay? The bottom number is the last amount that you put in. I just did this live, so you can go back and watch it. I did it twice live, actually. So you can go back and watch it. This is the last amount that I manually put into the bot. If you click the deposit tab, you can see the money that's auto compounding right there on auto script deposits. You can see that. You can also see your manual deposits. Okay. So it has nothing to do with your balance. Okay. All right, folks, I got to wrap this thing up. Let's see here. One more question. Is it possible to have you talk on strategies to make, say, $100, then 200? I know you cannot predict, but what strategies would you use? So I would say, I don't know, Randy, I'm not sure if you're talking about the affiliate side or if you're talking about the profit side, if you're talking about a combination of the two. I definitely think that that would be something for another call, but like from a combination standpoint, again, it's a loaded question because it depends how much money people are putting into the bot. So like if someone just started with $200 in the bot, you're talking about making 50% just on profits. If you have the affiliate side, how many people would they need to refer? How much money would they need to put in? So it's kind of a moving target a little bit, but it's definitely something that we could come up with a strategy to say, hey, if you wanted to make this amount per day, here's a great strategy to do. I think that that would be a great call that we could have. It's just not something I can calculate right this second for you. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me see here. I'm going to wrap this up because I know there's still questions popping up in here. Let's see here. Kim, shouldn't there be a way to tell the bot to close all when they say they're finished and then close the script? Yeah, it's really simple. I mean, you just go to withdrawal right here and you can withdraw whatever your available balance is. That's going to close it out. So I think maybe you jumped in late to the meeting, but we went through that as well. Okay, but definitely you can. No, Kim, not to get all your money, to get whatever your available balance is. And you would definitely need to go back and watch this, what we talked about, because we spent a ton of time on that. So I can't go back over all that. So I'll send the recording and it will go through all that for you as far as available balance versus the amount that you put in and why there's the difference there. But I can't go back through that right now. Okay. I'm sorry. All right. I know I keep saying I'm about to wrap it up. Okay, listen, y'all, I do have to go here. I mean, we don't want this to be too long for the folks that are watching it. I went over every single question that's been asked here, I think, except for the exception of Steve's question, like what percentage of the actual funds are being traded at one time, which I'll get that answer. I think I had all the other answers for you. As soon as it is done, with the commissions being automated, which I expect it to be anytime, I will let you all know. I appreciate everything that y'all done, your patience. Remember what you have your hands on here. We are changing it. We've already changed the game. We're not changing the game. We have already changed the game. So y'all have a great day. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll get the recording out as soon as possible. All right. Take it easy.